Hi, I'm Clarissa,
I'm Brianna.
and we're going to show you how to contour and highlight using different products that we carry in Sabella. Okay, so I'm going to do a liquid kind of contour, and you're going to...
I'll show you guys with the powders. There's so many options.
So many. So I'm going to go with a little bit more of a darker tone, and this color in particular is 560N. And I'm using a foundation brush. And I'm going to actually work off of my hand.
This guy.
Yes. And you want to really start right in here and go underneath the cheekbone.
You make that silly face at yourself, though.
Oh, right?
These are so creamy. Like, I can't get enough of them.
So you're not going to leave it like that, though. And then you're going to go over here.
Blending is everything.
Right? And you really look like you're going to go to war, like it's war paint. And then I like to put it right in here to cut that little bit of puffiness.
It just gives you that structure, too.
Right? Okay. And now that I've placed it on with the foundation brush, I'm going to use my Beauty Blender and just blend it out. Now, when you're using a cream, you want to use a cream on top of a cream. If you're going to do it this way, if you do more of like a matte finish, it's going to look a little funky. So it's always good to stay within the same family.
Yeah.
So I'm using the Flawless Concealer as my foundation.
Flawless Foundation.
Flawless Foundation, not Flawless Concealer. Flawless Foundation as my foundation, but I'm also using it as my contour.
You just want a few shades darker.
Yes.
Yeah.
But look at how good that looks.
Yeah.
And it just blends so nicely. And it's really nice because it doesn't give you that fear that you're going to like overdo it, right? But you can also add it. And we have one shade a little bit darker than this one. So if you're really brave and you really want to get that deep like contour, then you can go about it that way.
Darker.
Now, another cool thing is we also have the foundation sticks. So if you wanted to create, if you have a love for a foundation stick and you love that matte finish, you want to stick to foundation stick with foundation stick.
Or liquid with liquid. The foundation sticks are a beautiful full coverage matte, and these are buildable, like medium to full coverage, but they're dewy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can also matte it out if you use the translucent setting powder, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing. I love it so much.
Love. I'm going to be contouring with Cranky. This is actually an eyeshadow, but I love it for contouring. So
I was going to say, that's an eyeshadow.
I know, right?
Wow.
But like, you guys, you can do, it's makeup. Have
multi-purpose.
fun with it. Yeah, have fun with it. So I'm going to use a shadow brush and I'm going to contour. I'm going to start with my lips and my nose. So a little bit of a trick, like if you guys want like an instant like lip plump or like lip filler without going it under the needle, take a little bit of this and you're going to create a shadow down here. That's all contouring is.
Yes,
it's creating shadows. So you want to tap it off your brush. You don't want too much on there because you can build, but it's hard to go backwards. So underneath here, you're going to create a shadow. Watch before and after.
And it creates like a pout. So basically it's like a shadow. So it's an illusion that your lip is really just going like this. Looks great. And I love that we have multifunctioning products. Like if you notice, like this is just like an artist type of deal. So your shadow can be used as a blush. Your blush can be used as a shadow. It's all about creativity and just having fun.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I'm going to do the nose now. So for the nose, you want to go down the sides. The closer the lines are together, the thinner your nose is going to look. I personally prefer to make my nose look thicker because I have a really thin nose. So if you want to make your nose look thicker, put the lines farther apart. If you want to make it thinner, then you're going to go in closer together. So I'm going to go out here, and again, I dusted the brush off. You don't want too much product on there. And you're just creating a shadow. You're just creating lines down the side of your nose. And then I like to go down here too and just like sculpt my nose.
Looks great.
It's crazy because you would think that this would look so dark.
No.
But because I'm just being super, super light with how much I'm putting on my brush, and then I'm tapping a lot of that product off too. So it's not going to be too bold.
And isn't that the same color you used earlier?
Yeah, I used this color on my eyes today too. So if you ever do go a little bit too dark, you can always go in and blend it out with just a clean brush, or even the brush that you applied your powder with, like your pressed powder all over your face.
Looks good.
So clean this up down here. And then I am going to contour my cheeks using this brush, and again, still using this color. I love this color for contour. So I'm just getting it, I'm not even covering the whole brush, just like the edge of the brush. And I'm, again, tapping that off of there. And I might even like kind of brush it off a little bit on here so it's not too much. But I make that funny face at myself in the mirror and just find that line. You want to go from here, you want to look from here to your lip, but you don't want to go this far. Like you want to stop like right over here and then slowly bring it over.
So a powder is a little different in application than I would say liquid. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, definitely. And the further in you go, the more dramatic it's going to look too. Like you can totally, I've had clients that I have gone like further in with.
It just depends on the shape of your face, right? And the type of look that you're going for. Because that's where a lot of the shaping comes from, is from contour and highlight.
Yeah. So you can see where I'm putting that line underneath the jawbone, or sorry, underneath the cheekbone.
And it also goes on very smooth. Again, that's really a rare thing to find an eyeshadow that you can use as a contour as well, which is amazing.
That's how smooth it is. It's
I
crazy.
know.
And I personally feel like a powder contour is a lot more natural. It's not as bold as like a liquid or even the foundation
you can see,
stick.
like you can see, compare, you know?
Yeah.
So it just depends on what your preference is. And as far as like how much you want to like kind of challenge yourself. Right?
Like if I'm going out, like a night out with my husband or my girlfriends, whatever it might be, then I'm probably going to do like a liquid and have it more like this. Whereas
This
if
is
it's
every
during
day.
the day,
Yeah.
then I
Just
just
throw
love
this on.
an easy powder
Absolutely.
contour.
So now I'm going to highlight my face. And I'm just going to use a buff brush. I mean, you can use the blending brush that you use to contour.
Yeah.
And look at that.
So pretty. I love, it's so pretty. Just that pop.
Pop. And then we have this side right there. And for me in particular, I like this because right in here, I'm starting to get some texture from the lovely thing that we call aging. And so this just goes on really nice and natural and buttery. And I think that's like the word, buttery. But really, the shadows are just, and the highlights is buttery.
I know, like all of it. It's so creamy. I love it.
Do you like to put highlight on your forehead?
Sometimes.
I used to.
Sometimes.
Not anymore. I'm like, I want it to be like.
It just depends. It depends on the look.
I
Again, like if I'm going out for the night, then I'll probably put like a little right up in here. But if it's like just the daytime, then I'll probably just stick to my cheekbones and my nose.
And I'm just going to look like the Tin Man if I just keep going. Okay.
All the highlight. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yes. Okay.
It is beautiful. This color, like, do you guys see that?
Amazing.
So there's so many options. I love a smaller brush because I feel like I have a little bit more control. So I'm going to contour the same area that she did, but I just have a little bit of a different method. So I like to just do little circular motions up here and then bring it down to the apples of my cheeks a little bit.
And it's awesome because there's no right way. And that's what's awesome about having us both here, because I do makeup one way.
Yeah.
You're going to do makeup your way. And it doesn't mean that one's right or one's wrong. It's just whatever works. And there's so many different methods, and it's fun.
Yeah. It's so funny. When I was in makeup school over like 11, 12 years ago, I still remember till this day one of my teachers telling me it's called makeup for a reason.
Right?
And I was like, I never thought about it that way.
It's artistry.
Yeah, it really is.
And it's fun.
I love doing like just the tip of my nose, just a little bit. And then I also love highlighting the lips too, which if you want to highlight your lips before you
put
have
on the lip
gloss.
gloss on, right.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a little bit of this gloss off. I love to highlight just like the little Cupid's bow and just give it like just a little bit of an oomph. It just really defines it. Super easy. And it's up to you how dramatic you want to get with it, really.
Yep.
But yeah. So then after I highlight, and you can, like you were saying, you can totally go up in here with your highlight too.
Yes.
That's a big thing too. It's totally up to you. It's
And there's
totally
people
up to
that
you.
even like highlight all the way down here. So it's very,
Yeah. It's up to you. It's up to your face. It's up
a
to the
wide
look
range.
that you're going for. Yeah. And then after that, bronzer. Like bronzer is my best friend, especially in the winter, even in the summer. Like I just love bronzer. I'm always wearing bronzer.
and you can even add that even to liquid or powder.
Yeah.
So that's really a cool thing. And I'll show them like really how to like get it like super
Yeah.
dramatic.
So my contour, the contour goes down here, and then your highlight is going to go on top of the cheekbone, whereas the bronzer kind of marries the two together.
Yes.
So you're just going to go in between. If you want to bring it to your cheek, like the apples of your cheeks, you can. As you guys probably, or maybe not, didn't notice, I don't know. I did not contour my forehead because I have a super small forehead.
Right.
Like when you contour your forehead, you make it look smaller. So for someone like me that has such a small forehead, I don't want to make it disappear.
Right. And me, I have a bigger forehead, so I want to just have just a little bit of shadowing.
Yeah.
So that's an important thing to know, that your face shape really makes a huge impact on how you apply
Yep.
your makeup when it comes to contour and highlight.
Yeah.
Highlight, you can kind of go a little crazy, but contour, it's a little more structured.
Contour is definitely customized to your face.
So I'm gonna use the same bronzer that you just used, and I'm just gonna show how you can make it just a little bit more dramatic right in here.
Oh, yeah.
And it creates that like sunken, little more sunken.
And that's like perfect for like a night out too. So pretty. They just blend on so easily and so well.
Love it.
Look at us. We're bronze goddesses.
We're bronze
Yeah.
and like highlight.
Yeah.